What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Brandon Coin YouTube channel. And I had an issue last night and into this morning where I had multiple salad rigs go down. I went and checked on them. They were still running, so I power cycled them. These are headless rigs, and I access them through Chrome Remote Desktop to try not to kill jobs. I know some people said that Chrome Remote Desktop still does kill jobs. I've been successful with it, but I try not to remote into it often. But I was using RDP before, and that was definitely killing jobs. Now, these two are behind my couch, so I brought a monitor in. I'm gonna plug into them and see what they're doing, because it's weird that they're running and they show up on when I do a IP scan on my local network, but they don't show up on Chrome Remote. All right, so I have these two machines. They're behind the couch. These are both 3090 machines with 12 core Xeons and 64 gigs of RAM. And both of these are running, but won't actually show up. So we got the ever trusty Zopa monitor. This is not sponsored by them, but I used to see these advertisements everywhere. I do like them though, because they're like super thin, lightweight, running off of an HDMI. And then for power, you can just power them off of a USB cable. So you don't have to plug it into the wall, which is really nice. Now, says it's connected to network, so I don't know what's going on there. Let's open up Chrome Remote Desktop. And it's not online. Set up remote access. So that's really weird. I don't know why that deactivated remote access. My other 3090 is still going. It has had no issues. That one's in the garage. So I'll set remote access back up, get this machine back up and going, and see if we can't pull a job. All right, so what's weird is I was setting Chrome Remote Desktop back up, and it says no response received to start daemon message after 12,000 millisecond, or what is it, 120,000 milliseconds. So I'm going to uninstall and reinstall Chrome Remote Desktop and see if that fixes it. All right, guys, so I uninstalled and then reinstalled Chrome Remote Desktop, and it's running perfect now. Just did a little speed test. We're getting 200 down and 30 up. That should be plenty because I'm not doing data sharing. And then this device is now showing up as online. So I don't know if something happened update-wise and corrupted Chrome Remote Desktop on these two systems. It's weird that it happened to both of these, and these are identical spec. You know, Xeon 2650 V4s, 12 cores, same motherboards, and even the same 3090s. They're both EVGA 3090s. So let me plug into that one and see if that one's the exact same situation. Guys, so I plugged into the other 3090 machine. Same situation. I had to uninstall Chrome Remote Desktop, reinstall it, and then it loads up and runs fine. Fired up Salad, and it went to downloading a job. This process can take a few minutes depending on your connection speed, but it looks like 3090s are still in the top demand section for Salad. So if you have a 3090, there's a really good chance that you'll get a job, and they pay out right now about $250 to $270 a day, depending. Some people have said that there are some $4 to $5 a job days on 3090s, but I think that's few and far between. I think most of them are still going to be in that $250 range. But if I can grab that, create a little extra heat in the house, it'll be nice because it's been really cold these past few nights. Anyways, I'm going to jump off here. I hope you guys have a good one. And if you ran into this issue here recently as well, I'd love to know what you guys think it is, or if you found out what the solution is. It's just weird that it only affected certain machines and not all of my machines. I don't know why that is. But and for the people that were asking about the 3060s, I have pulled my 3060s off of Salad, and I'm migrating them over to other platforms, other mining, just because there's not enough demand on Salad to keep 3060s working. All right, later, guys. One other thing that I wanted to talk about was, another reason why I took my 3060s off of Salad is because they were constantly downloading new jobs, and they were really short jobs. Whereas I noticed my 3090s, they'll download a job and they'll run that job for a significant amount of time. I don't know if that's just how the customers are programming it, or just there's not enough work for the 3060s and some other cards. So I noticed my network usage, my network traffic, the amount of bandwidth, all that kind of stuff is significantly down, not linear into in relation to the amount of systems I took offline. So I did have 7 systems running, and now I'm down to 3 systems. You would think that, you know, my like my network usage and the amount of data that I'd be using, it should be a little under half. It's like a tenth of what it used to be. But I guess it kind of makes sense, because these 3090 machines, they just download a job and they just run it and run it and run it. Whereas my 3060 machines were always taxing my network and always pulling down, downloading jobs. So that's some food for thought, maybe a little bit of advice. If you guys are having network problems, or if you are on a fixed amount of bandwidth, I'm going to be honest, if you're on a fixed amount of bandwidth, I don't even suggest using Salad, because it will eat it up. And this is with bandwidth sharing turned off. This is just downloading those workload jobs. Now, another big thing, people are asking me, what 40 series do you need to buy? You know, 4090s, 4080s, 4070s. Right now, 4090s are running into an issue on Salad where they're more expensive for customers to rent. So your customers that are looking to save a buck, but they still want, you know, a big old meaty 24 gigabyte VRAM card, that's why the 3090s versus the 4090s are getting all the love. And then the 3090s are beating out the 4080 Supers, 4070s, 4070 Super TIs, all that stuff, due to the fact that they have more VRAM, not necessarily more like computational power. Because people are like, oh, you know, a 4080 Super will, you know, like wipe the floor with a 3090, like just straight up computation. And I'm like, it's not just straight up computation question here or issue. So it's a multifaceted situation. Anyways, I figured I would just address that. As always, thank you guys for coming out. I really appreciate it. I do have a Salad link down below, and I am going to be doing a new Salad build guide, because I want to be ready. I want to start swapping some systems over, and I want to be ready for multi GPU support. This is just me inferring that, you know, 2025 is going to be a good year, and I imagine that they are going to be adding it. And I just want to be ready. And you know what? If it doesn't happen, then so be it. But I want to be ready. So we're going to be swapping out motherboards with these new, they're dual Xeon motherboards. So then we'll have multiple full lanes to use for multiple GPUs. It's going to be a good time. It's gonna be fun. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna jump off here. I hope y'all have a good one, and I'll see you on the next one. Adios. Bonus content. If you guys are still here, the video is over, but I guess you're still hanging with me. Anyway, this was passed down to my wife from her grandfather. It's a 90s model, and he didn't buy it brand new, but I think he said he bought it in 92, I believe. So it's been in the family for a long time. It's definitely not the cleanest thing in the world, but it's got some sentimental value. So anyway, I just got some work done to it. It's got basically a full tune-up done. Plugs, wires, rotor cap, distributor button. And then we, you know, just been putting some fresh gas through it. It had been sitting for like over a year. But now that we got it here, I've been driving it a little bit, and I've never been a big Chevy guy. I've had a Camaro before, but I've never had, well, I did have a Chevy pickup truck at one time, but I've never had a Suburban. And this is a 90s, this is a 90 Silverado 1500 Suburban edition. So she's clean on this side. It's got a couple dents on this side. Apparently there was a story about where he let somebody borrow it, and they were pulling a boat, and it jackknifed around, and the boat went into the side of that door and right here. But yeah, he was willing to just give it to us if we, you know, fixed it up and kept it in the family. And I'm like, absolutely, we will. I can't wait to have my kids driving this thing, because it's already semi a dinosaur. It doesn't feel that old to me, but I can only imagine. My kids are, you know, 2 and 3. So another, 13, 14 years from now, them getting in this, they'll think this is like the Flintstones. But anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off here. Y'all have a good one. I love me some old classic stuff. And no, I'm not going to be restoring it. I'm not going to fix the dents. I'm going to leave everything how it is. The only thing that I'm considering working on is I may go ahead and get this this hood lightly sanded, and then cover the whole thing in dang, I can't remember what it is, Poppy's patina, where it seals it off. It still looks how it would now, but it seals it off so the rust won't spread. But yeah, later, guys.